Just recently felt like we're closer to spring and summer than we actually are.
I know, much warmer than we normally feel like this time of year.
Right, we have more of that in the forecast. Not much snow to show you, and in addition to that, of course, a chance for a little bit of freezing drizzle tonight. On the radar, as I mentioned earlier in the newscast, we are seeing quite a bit, especially in northwest Minnesota. Not all of this reaching the ground, but there are some places where we're dealing with some snow, or at least it's being reported. If you have some snow or some freezing drizzle falling in your area, please go on our Facebook page and report that so we know that this is actually reaching the ground. But right now, the only reports are up in the Lake of the Woods area, over toward Roseau and Baudette, and these little snow bands here that are coming down and back over toward War Road down to Red Lake. So some light snow falling there. We may, over into northeastern North Dakota, see a little freezing drizzle or some freezing rain falling. That would be certainly a concern for tonight and into the morning commute tomorrow. And down in the southeastern part of our viewing area, another return showing up here in the mid-levels of the atmosphere. The question is it making it down to the surface? That's over toward just east of Detroit Lakes and back over toward Park Rapids and even into northern Wilkin County. This is a weak system, another one that's not producing a lot of precipitation, but it's enough to cause problems with our temperatures just barely below the freezing mark in a lot of spots. Most of the snow, though, with the bulk of the system, is north of the border, where they're expecting an even bigger system, a historic system for parts of the East Coast, is where we're starting to see that snow impacting the Ohio River Valley and now starting to switch eastward. Really, it's going to be tomorrow evening in the afternoon and evening hours and into Tuesday where they'll be impacted. Anywhere you see red here is a winter storm warning, and right along the coast, the pink, those are blizzard warnings for Boston and even down to New York City. They're expecting snow in order of feet, not inches there, and some very strong winds in addition to that too. So if you have plans to fly over the next couple of days, you'll definitely want to check up on how things are looking for you, because that's going to have ripple effects across the U.S. Here, much quieter. Temperatures not too bad out there tonight. We're seeing some warmer temperatures today. They've been steadily rising, and now we're at 28 degrees in Fargo, 27 in Grand Forks. Even a little warmer west. We're at Devil's Lake. We're at 32 degrees, 25 in Detroit Lakes and in Fergus Falls. And Wadena, Roseau, the cool spots at 21. Visibility now is down to about 2 miles in Langdon, so either a little bit of mist there, maybe seeing some drizzle in the Langdon area right now, but otherwise visibility looking okay across much of our viewing area. Wind out of the south starting to bring in that warmer air, and most places are seeing wind speeds in the single numbers to the teens out of the south for tonight. So as we move through the nighttime hours, this weak system again continues to drop south and eastward. Best chance for snow is in our northeastern counties. We may see a couple of patches here of some freezing drizzle. Anywhere you see these clouds, we could have a little bit of a drizzle underneath that, and then as you move a little farther north, that's the better bet for seeing some snowflakes in the colder part of this system. This is midnight. Temperatures continue to rise. We'll be back into the low 30s in a lot of places as that warmer air moves in overnight. So this model continues to bring the snow out of here. Tomorrow morning, some of us may be waking up to a little patchy ice on those road surfaces, especially those bridge decks, and then again maybe a little light dusting of snow in northeastern parts of the viewing area. And temperatures starting off in the upper 20s to even some mid-30s as you're stepping out the door tomorrow. This is 5 a.m. We may briefly drop a couple of degrees, but we're going to hang on to that warmer weather throughout the day. So as you're heading out the door at 8 a.m., temperatures in the mid-30s, rising into the upper 30s by lunchtime with off and on cloudiness, some sunshine in there too. And I think several places in the Southern Valley will once again hit 40 degrees. So another mild day on the way for tomorrow. A little on the breezy side at times, but not too bad. Winds generally in the teens with a couple of gusts into the 20s. So a mild Monday ahead of us. Tonight, we just have to get through that slight chance for a couple of patches of freezing drizzle. Our latest model shows some ice potential over the Grand Forks area, but earlier runs have indicated there may even be a little bit of ice on the southern part of the valley, with the snow potential again greater in the northeast. So over toward Bemidji and Lake of the Woods, maybe just a dusting with a couple of spots, maybe over toward Baudette hitting that 1-inch mark. So not a major snow producer with this one. The 40s stick around for a couple of days, Monday and Tuesday, with some sunshine mixed in with some clouds. And then we start to see those temperatures slide a little bit. But it's looking now. We were looking at some cold air moving into the valley by the end of the week. At least with the latest model runs, it doesn't look as chilly as it was. So still hanging on to some milder weather. We'll see if we can hang on to it as we move into the end of the week.
Which we can always appreciate.
Right. You know, I think a lot of people want to see snow. I don't know how many people want to see 20 below, though.
That's true. Thank you so much, Lisa.